a championship coach. Like,
yeah, I mean, he needs to go.
Brett Brown can adjust quickly. That's his problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brad Stevens can adjust quickly. That's why he wins against us.
I think it's more of a.
It doesn't matter if we're leading. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't. Like, we can have a lead, and then Brad Stevens come back in the second quarter. It's like, yeah, lead gone.
Well,
and Brett Brown is sitting there like, just run the same play. It'll work eventually.
But isn't that like, okay? But Jerron, isn't that like? I don't think Brad Stevens is that much better of a coach. I think he's a better coach. I don't think he's that much better of a coach.
I think he's on another.
I think it's matchup. I think it's a matchup problem. And plus, Ben Simmons didn't play the series, bro. Like, y'all were hurt. True. I mean, y'all playing hurt.
That's true. But Brad Stevens is on another level than Brett Brown. Let's face it.
Yeah, but I don't think the gap is huge. I don't think the gap is massive.
It's another tier, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It might be one tier, but it's on another tier. Like, they're not in the same bracket.
Right, absolutely. I feel that.
Like, if Brett Brown makes like $40K a year, Brad Stevens is making like 70.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, I like that comparison. Like, it's only one tier up, but it's not close. Right. So, we're live. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
I'm all right.
Good.
Okay, this is another episode. We're back after a week off. Had some technical difficulties and shit. Do not buy HP. That's not sponsored, but like, seriously, do not buy Hewlett Packard. They make shitty laptops. That's all I gotta really say on that. Just don't buy a product from them. I can see why they've lost their market share over the last 10 years. So we're back. What do y'all want to talk about first? Because we got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about, actually.
I think the theme of today's podcast is going to be people being corny.
Why you say that? So, why don't you explain? I want to
start off with our first. Let's get into some music, right? Before we can get into all the great music, we got to get past the bullshit. This is like an old story, but I mean it's been confirmed. Tory Lanez apparently shot Meg Thee Stallion. Now, I know Tory Lanez is like 5'3", and there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is when you have a little man's complex, and that forces you or makes you act in a certain way that's irrational, especially when you're rich and as successful as Tory Lanez is. And especially when you have as many people as I could imagine that depend on Tory Lanez to be Tory Lanez for them to be able to survive. So I don't know in what any woman could possibly say for me to risk my livelihood and my life. But I can tell you, if I was Tory Lanez, that those words wouldn't exist. Because if you're in my car, you're getting kicked out, I'm going home, and I'm still going to have a career. I don't know if Tory isn't going to have his career affected or is going to have his career affected, but I just think it's really crazy. In 2020, we got millionaires shooting other millionaires. Like, that's just corny to me. That's just crazy. Thoughts?
I mean, John, you want to go?
I said I have done.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory in my opinion, honestly, bro. Like, you a corny, you a corny nigga. You pulled out a gun on a woman because y'all got into an argument and you shot her. Like, he should be going to jail. I'm sorry.
I mean, he more likely is.
Yeah. But you know, based off power and privilege, I don't know. But yeah, he deserves consequences.
In Canada, they might.
Yeah, he has a different type of legal circumstances than a United States citizen would in this situation. So
yeah,
you know, that's just. I mean, I'm just not going. That's bitch tendencies, bro. Like,
it is.
Like, shooting, bro, a gun. I just for who? For what? Like, I just don't. Yeah, man. That like you said, Derek, that toxic masculinity, little man complex, bro, is like real, and I just hope she's okay. Prayers out to her.
She seems to be recovering and stuff. She isn't like, the most important thing is like she's not shaken and she seems like ready to talk about it. If you're again corny and you're on the internet talking about she's snitching because she literally got shot and she's just telling people, "Hey, this dude shot me," you're not a part of the human race. You don't have enough IQ points to be in a part of humanity. Like maybe you're a Cro-Magnon, maybe Australopithecus. Maybe you're one of those.
Right.
But like you are not a Homo sapien. I'm sorry, you're not confirmed. Like that was a test.
Derek using TI words, bro. Using that TI language. Niggas like Homo sapien.
You're not. This was the test. You failed it. You're not one of us. You can reapply next year.
One thing I do want to say on the snitching thing before we move on. I'm not from the streets. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm from the streets. Can
I stop you? Can I stop you? Round of applause for you actually being a real person, because a lot of people wouldn't preface whatever they say with factual things like, I haven't been here, I haven't lived this.
No, not at all. A lot
of people just love shooting from the hip and acting like, and this is the problem, you know what I mean? It's okay to have opinions on certain topics, and it's okay to preface that you don't have experience in particular things. That does not make you unable to comment or have sound ideas on things. So
I agree with that.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you for that.
Yeah, I'm not from the streets. I don't. Street code is a thing that's done amongst people who run that life. But I will say I do know people who have lived that life. You guys have met that person. Y'all have met him. So, and it's one thing he told me, if you gonna live that life, bro, like you gotta live it. And you gotta be honorable in that type of street code, right? That does not apply to you getting angry at a woman, you pulling out a gun and shooting her, then you leaking articles and information to different media outlets to make it seem like you did not shoot her, and then she, being what black women always do, protect black men, she's protecting you, and now she's not gonna protect you anymore. That's not snitching, bro. That is a bitch nigga. I don't know what else to tell people. That's not snitching. That there's no street code in this, bro. I would feel bad if that's what y'all mentality is about this situation, because that means you don't look at the world and reality through a perspective and a perception that you should. Shame on you. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. Hope she's recovering. Fuck Tory Lanez. That's all that is. That's all there is to say. There is one thing I do want to talk about though. Even if you haven't heard it, did Nas just like drop one of the best projects of 2020?
Oh man, I knew you told me about that. I'm gonna have
to
ask. Is it that good?
Derek,
no, that's it. I just listened to it.
Derek,
coming back home.
Derek,
and that's a really good project. Like
Derek, I was.
Hold on. I got these bathroom. We'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Jerome. Okay. So coming into it, bro. How'd you feel, bro?
So when I started, I didn't know what to expect. I was just like, it's Nas. And after that Kanye mess, I was like, let's see what it is. And then going through it, I was like, oh, production's good. He's rapping. Got good features. It sounds classic Nas, but still modern.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really good. I actually liked it.
I was the same way.
That'd be a good Nas project.
I was the same way. I like you. I think everybody was like ready to hear that Kanye Nas project. I think everybody was excited. That's Kanye Nas, right? And it was just lukewarm. It was average. It wasn't nothing great. Average, yeah. And it was mostly but that was mostly due to Kanye, because Kanye was galaxy brained at that point. Well, and it still is, but it's neither here nor there. So coming into this one, bro, like I was like, okay, he got Hit Boy. Hit Boy's been one of the best producers the last 10 years of hip hop. He's in the top 10. He's respected amongst his peers.
Should definitely be a podcast episode.
Wait, which one? Like, you want
us just ranking producers?
Oh, producers that we like? Yeah, we can put that. Yes. Yeah, we can do that.
We can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, like, you know, and they put out the teaser, right? And I'm like, okay, Hit Boy, who makes hard beat, like Hit Boy beats knock, right? Like, he can make some smooth stuff, but you know, niggas in Paris, backseat freestyle, like shit that, like as FIFO, shout out Dead in Hip Hop, it bangs in a whip, right? Okay, and then Ultra Black came out. And I was like, this is cool, but it's like, is this?
I mean, Ultra Black's not bad though.
No, it's not bad, but Jerron, for your single, you know, I thought he was about to give Nas some stupid 808s, give him some pockets where he can just like lyrical miracle, spiritual. Wait, what? No, he had some stuff on there where he was spitting, like he really did.
No, I mean, but I talk about like for Ultra Black, that was the purpose of the song. Like that wasn't what he was going. That wasn't.
That was not the premise of it. But I'm just saying, for your first single, I thought that's what the, like, you know what I'm saying, like a different song. I'm not saying I didn't want the song to change. I just saying like a different song, right? Ultra Black was cool.
27 Summer is his first single.
Yes, absolutely. See, that got everybody excited. Okay, and then after that, so it was cool. But then after that, the track list leaked, and everybody was like, bruh, he on a song with Lil Durk. He got a song with Fabio.
That song was fire, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. We're gonna get there. He got a song with Charlie Wilson. Like, we were like, like it just looked like a track list all over the place, right? He got the Firm back together. The Firm, bro. AZ spazzed, by the way. AZ spazzed, but yeah,
I feel like he spazzes every Nas project.
Yeah, actually, he had to do it for the culture, bro. Like, it's crazy. And then it leaked, and then like the internet was like kind of like, we were kind of split. Like, is this real? Cause like this could either be really good or it can crash and burn. Like, this could be just right. And then yesterday, was it yesterday or Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. It got confirmed. And then I was like, oh no, Nas, no, don't do this to me, right? I was getting ready to be disappointed, right? And then I heard it. And when that nigga got the 27 Summers, hey, bro, Derek, we telling you this right now, bro. Yeah, he back. Like, he needs to be with that type of production. He needs to bring that type of energy. He needs to be that type of flow. And I'm glad that he was able to bring, like, shout out to Hit Boy, because I think Hit Boy was the bridge to make all of this work, because his production was smooth enough to let Nas ride, but modern enough to let the features ride, which was like really, really dope. And that really just signals, man, Hit Boy is he's a super producer in my opinion now. Like,
he produced it way so that it still sounds like a Nas album, like I said, but it still sounds modern at the same time.
Yeah, which is something
like,
that
you would have had like Hard Knockers the whole album when it sound like a Nas album.
No, not at all.
Not what you're doing.
No. You know, and
good.
And that's something I was just picking back off you said. That's something that Nas has been trying to like go after for 3-4 projects now. And he finally got it right. So that's all I really got to say. It's a must listen. It's one of the better rap,
because it stays on. like it's not a concept album, but it does have a topic, and it actually the topic flows throughout the whole album, throughout the songs. So that's cool. So
yeah.
And I feel like right now in this era, like the whole one artist, one producer make an album thing is like it's just the winning strategy right now.
Especially with COVID, right? Like I think with this pandemic, it gives artists an ability, because I know artists been like, artists been
like before the pandemic though. Like we had the album with this artist and Alchemist, or like
how many projects have we had with that? We've had Boldy James and Alchemist. We've had
you had
Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist. You've had. You
had a Conway and Alchemist?
Yes, Conway and Alchemist. We've had.
You had Freddie Gibbs and who did Freddie Gibbs? Who is that producer?
Wait, Freddie had another album, another project this year? Or are you just saying in general?
It was last year. Yeah, it was last year.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Fetty.
Fetty is him and Currency. He had another one with a different producer. It was just him and that producer, and it was good. It was like one of the top albums.
Oh, Mad Libs, Bandana.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That works. That's a winning combination. That works. I think more people should do it.
It was just
more people should do it.
There's more albums that are like that. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of records. Like, what's another one? Now that we talking about it, what's another one? That was, oh my goodness. There's been other ones.
There's been other ones. This is kind of find them.
Yeah, I can't think, but there's some. But Derek, it's a must listen. So I recommend people go listen to it. I was thoroughly surprised. It was a really good Friday night surprise, like a really, really good one for me, at least. Yeah, but, when I mean Friday night, I know it's Friday night. I just got done listening to it the second time, and I was like, this second time is when I had my like true opinion. Like, okay, yeah, this is a great project. I give it like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. But yeah, Nas, he's back. That's crazy. But yeah, listen to it, Derek. Please, just listen to it. All right, guys. Anything else? Anything else in music you want to talk about?
I mean, I think Amine dropped a decent project.
I haven't listened to it yet.
He is a chameleon. Derek, do you agree? Like,
yeah, he's super versatile.
Like,
super versatile.
He had like 4 different sounds on that one record, and whoever his production team is or the producers he chooses to work with, like the way they sequenced and blended that album, man, it sounded really great. Like he's on his way to making like a really actually like great album, because his debut was great, and then I think it's his sophomore record, so yeah. It was really dope. And Jerron, if you listen to it, it's like 40 minutes. It's not even a lot. Like, aren't we loving like the albums under 50 minutes, bro? Like,
I can handle a good hour.
I love
if it's good.
I love it,
but
bro.
I love short albums.
I love it, bro. I love it so much.
Just like that Benny the Butcher tape you put out with DJ Drama.
Yo, John, that's what makes Griselda so fired. None of their shits go over 45 minutes. That's why they can put out like 7 records a year. Like, and they just work with like the hardest producers. Like, it's crazy. Like, they know how to like sequence and structure their albums in a way that it's over in 35 minutes. But Derek, I'm with you too. Like, if it's an artist like Kendrick Kendrick better not come back and give me no 35-minute record, right?
Yeah, I'm riding.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, he been too quiet to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 20 minutes to call it a day.
Yeah, Kendrick can't come back and do that.
EP, get out of here.
Y'all 4-track EP and get out.
Yeah, like he can't do that. Like we looking for Kendrick to give us like 2 hours, and this time Biggie is gonna be the nigga he interviews at the end. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like we need that. Like we need that from Kendrick. There's certain artists that we have expectations for to have like longer records, but like the newer trend of just EPs, I like it, man. If you got some creativity, you got to get it off your chest.
Yeah, you got an idea, but it ain't a whole thought. It's like a sketch. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That man Kendrick gonna come back here with a two pack like J. Cole and disappear.
No, but Cole's coming though. I don't think Cole is disappearing. Yeah,
that's gonna be. He gonna drop a 2-pack, be like I'm coming, and then disappear.
Yeah, but that's true. Kendrick does do that. He's notorious for that. Giving us like a 1 or 2 pack, and then like 2 weeks later the album drops.
He gonna give you one hit, or he gonna give you a 2-pack, and then be like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think this year is actually gonna shape up to be really good musically. Like if Drake is just mid Drake, it will be good enough to warrant 6 or 7 of the 13 songs being in your playlist. And then if Cole drops, then you're going to really have to think about your position in the world in terms of politics. And then you'll also get some bangers. And now if this Nas record is as good as you guys say it is, like, I could call it a year.
Well,
I mean,
isn't Cole dropping in 2021?
Oh.
That now see, John, that's the thing I don't know. I think that's a good call on you.
I think
it is.
2021.
I think it's probably 2021. Or late this year. We never know.
The album in December though, right?
Huh? What was that?
Has Cole ever dropped the album in December?
He's dropped the album in November. He's dropped an album in September, and he's dropped an album in May. I know that for a fact.
I feel like it's gonna be 2021 only because he came out and it was like, I'm not even close to being done with the album. I just got these 2 songs.
Yeah.
Like I don't see him rush. I don't see J. Cole rushing to get the album done. So, in 2021, I don't need JID to give me a project.
Okay, we just stumbled onto something. Who do y'all want to hear from the rest of the year? Who do y'all want to hear from? Just anybody. Yeah, just anybody.
All right, I need to hear
project this year.
I need to hear from Vince Staples.
Okay, that's fair.
I need to hear from Vince Staples. I need to hear from. Hold on, I was just thinking about this last night.
Who do I need to hear from? I don't know, y'all. You put me on the spot,
dude. Where is Ab Soul? Where is Ab Soul? Where's he been?
Reading some Alexander Crawley film, novel.
Matter of fact, anybody from TDE, please drop something.
Yo, SOS.
Yeah.
Yo, is SZA's voice healed? Because I'm gonna need some of her too. Yes, I second that.
I need Reason's new album. Like, where's that at?
Yo, he did say that was coming. Oh my god, yeah, y'all right. Because the only new record they've dropped is Sir, and Sir had a great album. So,
damn. Yeah, I need Reason's new album because, I know that last one that they released was just his old mixtape. So like, I feel like I need to put him out. Who else I want? Let's hear it.
No, nothing. Y'all can't. I'm sorry I put y'all on the spot like that.
Novelist is dropping a new. Is Novelist going to drop a new project?
No, he with Clear Soul Forces right now. I think they working on their last record.
What? No, they already released.
Or they already released that one. Okay.
Yeah, they're.
No, I have no clue.
Man.
If I was to hear from some people,
Let me just go on my Spotify. Hold on. You ain't getting me, Jake. You ain't catching me lacking. There's no way.
Okay.
There's no way.
Okay.
There's no way.
All right.
You thought you had me?
Okay. So I definitely want to listen. I definitely want to hear another Rihanna record.
Okay. JPEG Mafia. I need to hear the project. I need whatever he has. JPEG Mafia.
Okay.
Baby Keem.
Okay.
Where are y'all?
Okay.
I've been waiting for Playboy Cardi forever, but I don't need to hear that right now because if he didn't make it 2 years ago, if he made it like last year, it might be bad. If he made it 2 years ago and it needs to get cleared, I need it.
Okay.
All right, Baby Keem, where is he? Where is Ski Master Slump God? You had me, Jake. No. No.
Okay. All right. Okay. So mine would be, of course, Kendrick. I need
Where's Denzel Curry?
Okay.
He dropped a project last year, dude.
I think he dropped something last year.
He beats nah.
And then he dropped he dropped 2 projects. He dropped.
No, I need it again.
Okay. Denzel Curry would probably be on my list. I need to hear something from Isaiah Rashad.
And then last two for me. I need to hear something from D'Angelo and Blood Orange.
Okay. I like that list. List.
I'm done. Thought you had me, Jake.
No,
crazy.
No, Derek, I did. No, I did. I didn't think I caught you slipping. Okay. Yeah, Rihanna for me, definitely. I need to hear this
100%.
Yeah, not coming out anytime soon.
Yeah, I know, but I need to hear it. I would love to hear it this year.
Rihanna is like make music. Nah. I'm doing other stuff.
Do you know Rihanna is literally like Catwoman? Like she's literally like I think she's I don't know. She's like a fictitious character at this point in her life. Like it's like
the myth is bigger than the actual person. Yeah. But then Derek, the crazy part about it is she rises to that myth, which is the scary part. It's like it's a Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Prince aura. Like when you can do stuff like that, like you can have a myth and a legend, but then you live up to it, if not surpass it. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best. That's the best. I see what you're saying. She's like Selena Kyle. It's like she fascinates and infuriates.
Yeah.
Everybody, which is
it's like, are you gonna have whose baby you gonna have? It's like it's at this point what man or woman, I don't know if she swings that way, but who is gonna not capture her, but who's gonna earn it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we all thought
right.
Because like if she gets married, right, and she has kids, what type of music she's gonna make then?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be some real. Usually the best part about artists like at that caliber is the older they get,
change with their music.
Yes,
and their music changes as a result.
Yes,
and it gets better.
Yes, just like Beyonce's like the number one example of our generation. The worst example is Drake, but that's neither here nor there. So like, there's opposite spectrums.
Yeah,
like,
why am I hating on my boy Drake?
I mean Drake,
Drake
moves. His development moves not in terms of his lifestyle, in terms of what sounds good.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Like
he's
sonically and sonically, he does not actually. It's kind of like Drake actually doesn't have his own sound. No, but I don't want to turn this. I don't want to turn this into Drake slander. Like
this ain't Drake slander. This ain't Drake slander. What I'm saying is when he first hit the scene, he was rapping about a certain topic that was new and fresh. His life. And now that I think he has probably, I think Drake's jaded and doesn't want to rap about his life anymore and is pretty okay with just rapping what he's rapping right now. Like you said, chasing I don't want to say fad, but Drake seems to like always be at the edge of what is hot sonically.
No, his career is based on making hits. So he's a hit.
Yeah, he's a hit maker. Yeah, but sound changes. But Dron, to do that,
as the years change.
Yes, but to do that, you need to sacrifice some type of substance in order to stay on the edge of what is hot sonically.
Sacrifice yourself.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Because it's just not... The music that Drake makes isn't the music that Drake would want to make if Drake just wanted to make music for the sake of making music. You understand what I mean? Because a person... Maybe I'm being like... I'm thinking about it too much, but when you create... Yes, I have a space of wanting people to like your stuff. Obviously, we're creating a podcast right now because we want listeners, we want views, and if that results in, subsequent financial benefit, that would be great. But right now, we're just talking shit to talk shit because we're friends. We like to talk about stuff, and we hope people would like to talk about that. But with Drake, after he made his first project, it just seems like, and I guess he's not the only one guilty of this, but he's not making music out of his own love to create. It hasn't felt like that since, I would say...
If you're reading this, it's too late.
Yes.
Honestly, I think if you go to If Reading This Is Too Late down, I think he was making music that he wanted to make, but was still on the cutting edge of the sound. So he had a great balance, and that's where the super hits come from, right? He got hits right now, but his old shit are super hits. Those are smashes, right?
And I hate to be I miss the old Drake. I miss the old Kanye. I miss the old Kendrick, dude. I don't like doing that to artists.
Me neither. I hate that, actually. I want to hear Drake keep evolving his sound. The problem is he hasn't evolved his sound. That's the problem.
I would say he hasn't.
No, Jerron, we're agreeing with you. We're agreeing with you. Yeah, we're agreeing with you. We just explaining it out more. That's it. Like we agree with you. Like yeah, he a hit maker at this point. So like okay, so we on him right now. Do y'all want to hear this new album? I mean, I think it would be stupid not to hear it.
Yes, I love the single. I love the title of the album, Certified Lover Boy, because I feel like I'm not trying to be hard. You know what I mean? I'm just making this maybe for your bitch, or I'm just making it, because this is what I wanted to make. That's what excites me.
Yeah, he make it for the women's. Yeah, he make it for the women's.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's making it for the men that get women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I like Drake, the Drake that doesn't care about what other people think. That isn't trying to make, I'm going to pull up on you in the club and slap the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree with this. Yeah,
that Drake kind of weirds me out because it's like, bro, you were on Degrassi. Like, I'm not saying he can't be hard. I'm just saying, like, people who are hard don't usually have to say it, and they're not on Degrassi.
That's true.
But I'm not saying he can't be hard because if I ever meet Drake, bro, I'm sure you're hard. All I'm saying is, in your music, I don't want to hear about it.
That's fair.
That's not his lane. His lane is,
that's fair.
I took your girlfriend, her friend, and her mother to Cancun. I impregnated them all, and they broke my heart.
Yeah, that just sound like a simp, Derek. You need to maybe change that up a little bit.
No.
But Jerron, that's kind of is his music, but it's just over some of the hardest 808s. So it sounds very cool, right? So I'm with Derek on this. I really want Drake to make music where it's free flowing and it's just coming to him, because I think that's what a creative does, and it seems like he wants to do this for this record. Because with Scorpion, you could clearly tell he recorded most of that record after that Pusha T beef, and that record was just surrounded by that, and it was just him trying to sound hard. Now he has some hits on there, some super like some good songs on there, but the overall project wasn't that great. Certified Lover Boy.
Pusha T, like, we don't want to hear you sound hard right now. Like,
yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, there was a time 2 years ago. Well, has it been 2 years? I think it's been 2 years. Where 2 years. that was the time for you to be hard, right? And he didn't show up. So like, if he wants to make Laugh Now, Cry Later, is that what it's now? Yeah. I will say I'm not a particularly big like fan of the song, but I am a huge fan of the video. I think the video is great.
I haven't seen the video, but I like the song.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird with me. So we'll see. But yeah, these are all the people that should be coming out in the next 6 to 8 months. So it's gonna be like really interesting to see who's gonna try to navigate this pandemic and how they're gonna try to finesse viewer or listenership. Like, you know, because I think that's like the main reason why nobody's dropping. You know, that's why these releases have been like a little bit I'm not gonna say lackluster, but we've gone like a week or two without big names, and then all of them just get like jammed together for like 2 straight weeks, and then another 2 weeks where a lot don't come out. So I feel it. I rate it. That was a good list of guys though. So is there anybody else? Anything else y'all want to talk about in music? No,
not really.
No.
I mean, I gave my list.
Okay, so we want to get into this. You want to get into this bubble? This
nasty ball.
Let's go with the NFL first. Could that be way shorter?
You want to start with the NFL? Okay, we're not gonna have the NFL.
Get over with. What you mean?
We're not gonna have the NFL. That's the like John. I'm going off what you said, bro. Like, we're not gonna have the NFL.
They're starting in 2 weeks, so
I know, and it's not gonna finish.
Hey, that's a whole other thing. But
it'll start. It'll start. It won't finish. And then I think a whole bunch of universities are gonna get sued. I think a whole bunch of football players are gonna get it. I think a whole bunch of coaches are gonna get it, and it's gonna be a complete and utter disaster. And people are gonna look at them sideways. So that's what I think. I'm not saying that I want that to happen. I'm just saying that the NFL has had more time than any other sports league to figure out a way to deal with this in case it didn't fit. In case COVID continued. Because at that time, back in March, when they asked Roger Goodell, he was like, yeah, we have time. So to me, the thing is not, oh no, they don't have a plan. My biggest thing is the unholy, unmitigated ego and selfishness that you have to believe that a virus is just going to go away anytime soon, when professionals have told us that's not the case. So you just ignored all types of professional medical help, and you have delayed, if not refused to put in protocols to help your league survive through a bubble. And so now they're scrambling. So to me, is not a matter of, how can I say this? It's not a matter of them like bullshitting right now. It's a matter of, why did you bullshit for 4 months? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's the scarier thought. Because to me, that means that like I've been saying, the NFL really honestly doesn't give a damn. They don't give a fuck.
They give a damn about their bottom line, but they don't give a damn about trying to make this work. Because honestly, I feel like it, at the end of the day, right? If you value public safety and you're a big business, you don't exist. Because I don't see it. I don't see many big institutions, many big industries shutting down. Like, obviously, if you're a hospital, you're like a grocery chain, you know, you need to be in business. But like, to me, the level of greed we've seen in terms of like just people trying to make, because here's the thing, right? I understand that this pandemic has stretched people's ability to withstand it, if that makes any sense, because a lot of people just thought we would be able to handle this, we would get it under control, and we haven't. And whether you want to attribute that to the poor leadership, whether you want to attribute that to social justice protests that, probably help lead to the spikes, or whether you want to attribute this to just opening up too early, this is here to stay. So, in terms of the NFL, I can see them thinking along with the rest of the general public, just like with big businesses, whether they actually thought, hoped, or didn't care that this would blow over, we would get a vaccine, the curve would go down, whatever. But unfortunately, we're not Korea. We're not, any of these European countries that are small and able to actually effectively take care of their people and have people separate for a period of time. We're not any of those countries. So we are in the midst of it, and we shouldn't play it. So at this point, I'm looking at it from the perspective of we've already seen a bunch of players opt out. If God forbid one of these older coaches catches it and dies, you know what I mean? God forbid one of these players catches it, brings it home, and they die, or one of their family members gets seriously sick. It's really sad. And I hope, for the best. I hope we have a season, but I just don't see it happening. Like, you see EMLB, teams are just coming down with it.
Yeah, like the Cardinals have not. Yeah, like the MLB is like the third biggest sports organization in the United States, and so it's not covered as much. And people don't even realize the St. Louis Cardinals haven't played a game. Derek, we're 28 games into the season. They haven't played a single game because their whole team literally got it before the season started. So, yeah, man, it's greed. Like you said, like it's pure greed. It's an unmitigated disaster waiting to happen, and it's built off of bad economic practices. These have been multi-billion-dollar corporations there for damn near 20 to 30 years, and you're telling me nobody's thought of taking some money out to the side in case for a rainy day, right? Nobody thought of that. Same with college football, same with pro football, same with basketball, even though basketball's pulling it off right now. Same with baseball, just same with all of these sports. You are profitable businesses, and y'all didn't think of having some money saved. That is a capitalistic problem. That is an American sports problem. That is an American unique problem. And it's a shame because now we're in these economic times where you have to play because the economic and financial collapse is so dire that it could ruin leagues. Literally, it could ruin teams. It could ruin players. It could ruin coaches. So, we shouldn't play. We just shouldn't play. Jerome, what do you think, man? You brought it up. What do you think?
I would say that I hope it lasts long, but I have no faith in it. But, I mean, they're starting. So, like I said, we're saying with basketball, if you put it out there, I'm going to watch it. So,
yeah.
That's all I'd say, really. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you said it was going to be short. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Good luck.
I don't see how you keep that many people safe in a small area, but hey, if they pull it off, hey, I'd like to be wrong in this situation. So.
Yeah, me too, man. I don't want to see anybody get this, especially if they trying to provide for their family and livelihood, man. No, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to see that.
Thing, like, you can't bubble with the NFL.
Yeah,
it's too many people involved to do it, so it's like,
yeah, it's too many people in one confined space playing for longer than what an NBA game goes on for. It just doesn't make any sense. There's no way you can socially distance. So,
no.
Good luck, Roger Goodell. Good luck, Roger Goodell. Testing. Good luck, Rob Manfred. Y'all gonna fuck this up, and I hope y'all have the answers for it. That's all I got to say. So, do y'all really want to get into this basketball now? Y'all want to do that? Let's get into it. Who wants to go first? Who wants to kind of shit on their team first? No, nobody. I
feel like you want to go first.
No, I really don't. I'm fine now. I'm cool. You know, we could talk about what happened. You know, I was mad when I sent that message. I was mad, but like seriously, guys, I told y'all this for 2 straight podcasts. I did. I told y'all what's gonna happen.
I had a bad shooting night. Okay,
Jerron, you can't keep blaming it on a bad shooting night, and we had a bad shooting night. The game we won. Like at some point in time, the bad shooting night is gonna get you beat in the playoffs. Like we can't keep shooting the ball like this. That's the problem. We can't. And then Frank Vogel keeps changing. Won't change the damn lineup. Anthony Davis won't play the damn 5 position, which is our strength as a team.
I mean, he says he doesn't want to play the 5. Like,
well, Jerron, guess what he did yesterday? He played the damn 5 because you have to win. We will not win with JaVale McGee playing the center position and Anthony Davis not sucking it up. I'm not saying Jerron start him at 5. I'm saying in key situations in the game or when our offense gets stagnated, he needs to play the 5. I'm not even saying he got to start the 5. He needs to play the 5 though in key situations, and we need to hit shots. I'm not even worried about LeBron. LeBron is like the least of my concerns right now. So Frank Vogel is like my biggest concern. Like, bro, I'm with you. You know, out of the 3 gentlemen in this podcast, 2 of our coaches couldn't coach their way out of a paper bag. Frank Vogel's awful.
Yeah.
He's awful. He like what part of it's funny, like he'll go into these press conferences and he'll like say these things, and then I could literally answer what the problem is. And this dude was a coach of the year candidate. And I'm like, how do you not understand this? He's like, we need to get more shots in the lane. Well, dumbass, stop playing JaVale McGee and Anthony Davis together and move Anthony Davis to the 5 so when he's outside, there's nobody in the paint. Wow, look at that. Look how we just solved that. It's like it's so simple. It's simple. He plays the 5, it gives more spacing. We're able to get shots in the lane, which means LeBron can get in the lane, which means LeBron can post up, which means LeBron can find an open shooter, which means our percentages will go up, which means we can shoot ourselves out of this funk. Do you see? Oh my God. I don't even care if we won that game. It's just that we can beat Portland in 4 or 5 games. Cool. I'm just tired of us looking like Dookie. I'm tired of us looking like ass. And that was the first game yesterday. I watched some of the highlights because I didn't watch it because I was actually doing homework. And I couldn't. On you. And salute to a king. Salute to a king. And I was not gonna let that team upset me last night. I was not gonna get upset. So I was like, I'm gonna do something for my mental health. I'm just gonna do some homework, chill out, listen to some podcasts, hang out with y'all on Discord, all that shit. Like, I'm not going to nope. And they proceeded to drub them by 35 points. Cool. That's nice. Do it again. And then do it again. And then do it again. And then do it again. That's where I'm at right now. So no, I don't really like my team right now. The only person I like is LeBron right now. And Kyle Kuzma. Everybody else can go kick fucking rocks for all I give a fuck. Just underachieving. Just.
Don't play J.R. Smith. He didn't play the first game.
Yeah, but Jerron, J.R. Smith is not the key, bro. Like Danny Green. Danny Green secretly has one of the worst contracts in the NBA.
Okay. No, that was Tobias Harris. Okay.
No, okay, Jerron, okay. Yes, Tobias Harris has a bad I'm gonna let you get your shit. Like, you go get your shit. I'm gonna put a bat on your back. I want you to really get your shit off about what do you think the Sixers need to do? Because I'm gonna ask you that. I'm gonna come to you. I'm almost done.
What does the Sixers need to do?
Yeah. I'm almost done. Hold on. Okay. Yes, Tobias Harris has an awful contract for the way he's played in these playoffs because he's played very soft, very timid, and hasn't been consistent. And he has let like the Boston Celtics wings hoe him every fucking single time down the court. I hate it because I know he can play and give it right back to them.
He's a power forward.
No, yes,
He's a power forward on defense.
Yeah, I know. It's
like a tweener on offense,
right? But Derek, he can still score the basketball, so that's neither here nor. I'm gonna let y'all get into it. Last thing I just want to say, Danny Green has one of the worst contracts relative to his age. Do you think Danny Green's worth $15 million a year? I'm gonna want y'all just answer that for me.
How old is he?
He's 37.
Holy shit!
How old did y'all think How old y'all think Danny Green was?
I thought that nigga was like 32.
No, he's like LeBron's age.
How long is his contract?
It's 2 years, and it's his first year at 15 mil. Nobody's gonna take that contract from us, and he can't defend anymore. And it seems like he can't shoot anymore.
I mean, they just paid him because he was a champion, and so that was.
John, that just made me kind of puke in my mouth.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I know. Damn.
Like, I just came off a championship. I was one of the key contributors to that championship. You gotta pay me, so y'all pay me.
You know, Avery Bradley not being there hurts us. I'm not gonna blame him. He played great this season.
Where's Andre Iguodala?
In Miami.
He's in Miami, Derek. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you know what?
I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was still trapped in Memphis.
Oh no, they
trade.
Nah. Yeah, but that's about it, man. I'm just not really feeling the Lakers right now, bro. Even if I have confidence they can win the first round, I think we can beat the second round. I think we match up pretty okay with either one of those teams. So it's not that. I just need us to be playing well, because man, that Western Conference final is not going to be easy. That's not going to be that's not for play. That shit ain't sweet, bro. Like these teams, the way we playing would get us out of here in 5 games. Gentlemen sweep. Seriously. So
before we get to we'll get to our main teams and we'll get to the ancillary teams. So I guess since me and
I really honestly, Derek, I really didn't want to talk about really anybody else. I really want to talk about our teams because, it's fascinating. It's fascinating because
there's some interesting basketball.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. All right, Jerron, get your shit off, bro.
No, go ahead, Derek. What are you
oh, no, Jerron's saying okay. Jerron had to go off.
My team's playing Jerron's team right now. Jerron's team is looking... They down bad right now. They're missing Ben Simmons. So, I'm not going to say too much about that series except for 2 or 3 things. Number one...
Get your shit off, Derek. Go ahead.
Number 1... Jason Tatum looks good. I need the same energy for the rest of the playoffs. Same with Jaylen Brown. Hopefully Gordon Hayward gets back. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully,
we're doing, I'm going to say this, no disrespect to Jerron's team. We're doing exactly what we're supposed to do against a team that's missing one of their star players. It's just as simple as that. You don't want to drop games. You don't want to, fumble the game plan when you know you have a guy that doesn't have help. The way you beat him is you let him get his stuff off, but as soon as he tries to get the ball out, or as soon as he starts really getting in the paint, you swarm him. There's not much he can do without help. So I don't really put the onus on Joel. I think Tobias Harris has come up small. I don't think he was worth the contract. I think collectively, if you had all of that talent and it worked, and you had the right coach, they can win a championship this year. And that payroll is worth 1 championship. Now, after that, the repercussions after that it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know how they're going to get away from that. But moving on, the 76ers, like I said, it's just unfortunate Ben Simmons had to get injured. I don't know how different this series would be with him because he's literally shot I think it's below 10 3-pointers this season. I think so. I'm not sure. I think he hit 1 in December, and then Brett Brown asked him to shoot a 3 a game, and before the bubble, before the season ended for the first time, I think he shot 2 from December into February or something like that. So that was a good 20-30 games of him shooting 2 or 3 threes total. So
I just gave the offense better structure than it is now.
They would have had a ball handler. They would have had somebody that wouldn't allow Joel to get trapped so many times because he wouldn't feed Joel in the same ways. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
They don't really have somebody to save Joel from himself, which is sad, but hey, it is what it is. And they just don't have, in my opinion, enough versatile ball handlers on that team that can change the dynamic of the series. Like Al Horford, to me, he's like a way watered down version of like Jokic, but he doesn't score. And he's like even less aggressive offensively, and he I don't know, he's just not as impactful. Like he's like a Swiss Army knife, but that team needs like a leader. They need somebody who's going to like take the like. I'm not saying Joel doesn't, but he can't do it by himself.
No, Derek, we need a leader. Nobody on our team is a leader.
So I think I've said more than 3 things.
Get your shit off, bro. No, keep going, Derek.
I'm not trying to shit on the 76ers.
No. I'm talking to Jaron.
Like, listen, I think it's unfortunate because Elton Brand did something that a lot of GMs aren't willing to do. He shot a shot.
I love it. He shouldn't go. He should be the last person to go. That's just my.
Oh no,
he shot his shot. A lot of GMs would do the Danny Ainge shit, hold on to 90 picks, and luck out because 2 of them are Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Now he did recover nicely with the Kemba signing.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
That was a bit because if he didn't sign Kemba,
oh yeah, he's out of there. I know. I know.
So then he just got reelected. I'm sorry, I'm eating. I'm starving.
Oh, that's good, bro. Go ahead.
That's actually bad. I should stop.
No, go ahead. Who cares? You gotta eat. Go ahead. Jerron, you ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Jerron get
I want to make sure Derek's done before I go.
Yeah, I'm a grub. I'm gonna put the mic down. I'm listening. I'll chime in if I have something spicy to say.
All right, Jerron. This is what I want you to do, bro. I want you to go in, but you need to tell me what they need to do and if there are any trade options that you think. Because I feel like there are.
Okay. For starters, 76ers fan, stop being bad at Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is never a number 1 guy. The reason why he's getting paid is because they had to. It's not Tobias Harris's fault. It's just with the ownership and the way everything worked out, we had to pay Tobias or lose everything. And they didn't want to lose everything, even though they should have. That's the point I want to get to. But they didn't want to lose everything, so they paid Tobias. So don't be mad at Tobias. Tobias is doing Tobias things. Average at 15 to 18, get you 8 rebounds. I mean, when he was on the Clippers, he was getting you 20, but he had another wingman, which is what he needs. But he doesn't have that on this team because Ben Simmons is not here. So don't be mad at Tobias. Yes, he's overpaid, but he's overpaid because I had the market worked out for it. Okay, now so we got done with Tobias Harris. The problem with the Sixers is that ownership are idiots. They didn't plan this right. We're gonna go all the way back to Sam Hinkie. Sam Hinkie tanked. Got a whole bunch of assets. Wound up with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. What does ownership do? Instead of just seeing the plan out, because it was about to be over because of the process, as trash as it was actually working. We got Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. But instead of seeing that process out, what did they do? They fired Sam Hinkie and your brightest option was to bring Brian Colangelo to run the team. That our team died right there, right?
Twin Fingers 2.0.
Hey, yo, Jerron. I'm not no cap. Like, I'm not even trying to say this to be funny, bro. That sounds like some ancient fucking history, and that shit was like 4 years ago. Like, that feels like forever ago.
Bro, you guys have to remember that dude literally made burner accounts.
No, Brian Colangelo should be fired. Like, no, I'm talking about the firing of Sam Hinkie. That was so. That had to be like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, that was before they became competitive in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that was like 2014, 2015. Yeah. That's like 5-6 years ago.
5 or 6 years ago.
Wow. Because when you said Sam Hinkie, Jerron, you said Sam Hinkie, I started counting on my fingers. Like, when the fuck was, like, when was that? Yeah, keep going, bro. Keep going.
There's a reason. Okay. You fire Sam Hinkie, you get Brian Colangelo. You killed your team right there because Brian Colangelo came into. First of all, he's not a good GM, so the fact that you hired him in the first place was stupid. I feel like they hired him because he had a name, not because it was smart.
Yeah, Colangelo's a cool sounding name.
Yeah.
Colangelo sounds like a dude like
no. Okay, guys. Just to be funny, do you know the Colangelo family is like one of the royal families of basketball in North America, right?
Tell me more.
His dad ran the United States Olympic team.
Tell me more.
And they're filthy fucking rich.
Okay, that's cool.
What's that have to do with the son?
But it's just adding to the point that it was a underqualified dude getting that job because of who his family was. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. He takes over the team, right? And what does he do? The best thing Colangelo did was get finessed by the Celtics and trading up so he can get Markelle Fultz, and then pissing off Joel Embiid with burner accounts. He didn't do anything for the team, and he took us into a whole different direction than what Sam Hinkie was trying to do. I'm not saying Sam Hinkie's plan was the best. What I'm saying is Sam Hinkie had already initiated the plan. It was at the end of it. So, since he was at the end of it, let him at least finish it so we can know where the team going. Anyway.
And if you're not going to finish it, why is his coach still there?
That's it. Yeah, that too. But where I want to go with this. What happened is, once they got rid of Colangelo and bought Elton Brand, right? The way Colangelo moved the team, it was kind of like, we need to win now. So they was like, Elton, get us players to win now. So what did we do? We traded for Jimmy Butler, which was a good trade. We traded to Tobias Harris, and we tried to win. And technically, I can't say it was all bad because if Kawhi doesn't hit that shot, we don't know what would happen. Especially if they do get to the finals and KD still gets injured and Klay still gets injured, then we could be NBA champions. But neither here nor there. Last offseason was the biggest reason why we're in this predicament, because ownership wanted to win so much that we had to overpay people. Because the thing is, our whole offseason was riding off if we could sign Jimmy Butler. Honestly, if you really think about it. Because, like Derek said before, our team doesn't have a leader. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons aren't vocal leaders. They're really good basketball players, and they lead with their game, but they're not leaders. And the problem is that the GM, Elton Brand Colangelo, didn't realize that if your players aren't leaders, then what's the next best thing to do? Get a coach that can lead them. But they did it. They kept Brett Brown there, and Brett Brown is not a leader either. So you have a team with a good developmental coach, because Brett Brown's not a bad coach, but you have a coach that's not a leader, and you have two almost borderline superstars that aren't leaders either. And since the coach is not a leader,
Joel would be the superstar, not borderline. He's a superstar. I'll give you that.
So you got a superstar and a borderline superstar.
Yeah,
and they're both not leaders. And at the same time, they don't have a coach that can teach them to be leaders. So we have a team that doesn't know what direction they want to be in, which is the reason why Jimmy Butler left. Because if you watch the JJ Redick podcast when he was on it, he said, every day you go into meetings, somebody else was taking control of the meeting. There was no leadership. It was just, I want to say something today. And he couldn't stand that. And the reason why we needed to sign Jimmy Butler is because Jimmy Butler would have been that leader like he is in Miami. And he would have took over the team. But as soon as he left, ownership should have been like, yo, he's going. Do we want to not tank the team, but do we want to say take our losses, keep some cap space, and try to sign some pieces, or do we want to go all in? And they went all in. They re-signed Tobias Harris. Like I said, his contract is what it is because that's what the market was, and they had to sign him there. It's not the 76ers' fault that they had to sign him for that much, or Tobias Harris' fault. But it is the 76ers' fault for going with the plan. So they signed Tobias Harris, and then they went and signed Al Horford because they were like, because
we don't want to play this guy anymore. No. We don't want to play against this guy anymore.
Because the reason why they signed Al Horford was because they thought he was going to be the leader. That's honestly, if you really think about it, the reason why everybody was hyped is because everybody saw Al Horford as a leader on the Celtics. And it was like, yo, he can bring that to the 76ers and get Joel Embiid to play better and harder and lead the team. They'll be a better team. As so we thought, but we know that didn't work. He's not really a vocal leader like that either. He was more of a, as I say, I guess, floor general.
Have a good attitude. Follow the game plan.
He was more a captain for Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens, that's the leader of that team. But so now we come to this situation where since ownership wanted to win now, they didn't want to take their L's and let it go because we had already given them assets to get Jimmy and Tobias. We're at a point now where we have a team with no cap space and we have no way to open up cap space because technically you could try to trade Tobias
or Josh,
but if you trade Tobias or Josh, it's kind of a pointless to sign him because like, I signed up for 1 year and like there was no point. You should have never signed Tobias Harris at that point. The person you would have to trade is Al Horford, but nobody wants him or that contract. So now you ask me, what is the future of the Sixers? What should they do? And the answer is, I don't know what they could do. There are really not that many options. The only options the 76ers have is to draft well, hope Zaire Smith comes back and can be a ball handler for you and can make shots. Hope you draft somebody in the draft that comes out like a Matisse Thybulle where he's young, but he can still play immediately. And you got to just run it back. That's it. And the only thing that we can really do is why I said in the beginning, Brett Brown is gone because the only thing you can control is to get a new coach and see if a new coach can lead this team better. That's the only options you have money-wise. You have no cap space. you have really no options of trades unless Elton Brand pulls like a trade out of his ass. But yeah, we're kind of screwed. It is what it is at this point. There's nothing we really can do.
I have a coach recommendation for the 76ers if no one else comes up. I would like to see a Kenny Atkinson there.
I would. Yeah,
he is a leader. Yeah.
He is a leader. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if he has.
I second. I like that.
I like that too. I like that decision, Derek. That was I like that. Jerron.
You know what I'm saying though? Like, besides coaching, there's
bro,
nothing else
like you broke down literally the last 5 years of the 76ers eloquently. Like, yeah, I 100% agree with everything you just said. Yeah, it's leadership.
Like,
it's pieces not fitting. It's bad decisions. It's
drafting a point guard when you have Ben Simmons as your point guard.
Well, no, Jerron, that's just unlucky, unfortunate.
No,
just bad luck.
No, that was just
because
point guard when you have a point guard.
No, that's
like
fine.
I have Donovan. I have
Okay, no, but that's fine. That's fine. But
I mean, okay.
I understand what you're saying, but Markelle Fultz coming out of college before his injury, yes, he was an elite scorer. And what you needed, a guard off the bounce that could get his own shot. That is what the 76ers needed.
Guard.
Yeah, and but Jerron, they filled a need. Jerron, he filled a need your team needed. He just got hurt.
Guess what we also needed? A wing that could shoot.
And you could have filled that too, Jerron. We have to, because
I wonder a wing that could shoot.
Here, listen.
And we had a third pick. And when I came out, I said, "Hey, Sixers, draft Jason Tatum." But no, they wanted to draft Markelle Fultz.
Okay, so
he was a better prospect
because you needed a wing.
Okay, Jerron, you're operating off of hindsight is 2020.
No, I'm not, because I definitely said this.
No, you said that. No, you said that. But who was the better prospect?
Why? Because your wing, Ben Simmons, you didn't want to have at the wing. You said, I want him to be a point guard. So since you took away our wing, what do you have to do? Put another wing there. So you draft Jason Tatum or Josh Jackson. That's the two people. I'm glad I didn't draft Josh Jackson because that would have been terrible. But I was like, you either draft Tatum or Jackson because we only have point guard because you took the wing and made him a point guard. And then Brett Brown comes back 3 years later. It's like, oh, I'm going to go put Ben Simmons at power forward. Like, nah, duh. Should have did that the first time. But go ahead.
What I'm saying is that the Sixers were going to play Ben Simmons as the point guard, but on defense he would guard wings. That's a normal thing that happens.
No, because that's exactly did not happen.
But because Markelle,
Ben Simmons is a point guard and he's guarding point guards.
Yeah,
it'd be different if you were right and he said that, but that's not what he said.
No, okay, John, that's not what he said.
Bona fide point guard.
That's not what he said, but that's what he can do. What me and Derek
do, okay, I can't go by what he can do. I could go by what the coach said. The coach said, I'm taking Ben Simmons, I'm making him a point guard, and he's going to guard point guards.
Jerron,
what you need another wing as an option of shooting and defending.
Yeah.
Because you took away the wing that could defend. But instead you drafted a guard that wouldn't be able to guard a 3 or a 4. So you didn't feel the need.
No, but okay, so John, what we're trying to tell you is at that time, that pick was viewed as a great pick. And it was a good fit for the team because the team at that time felt like Joel Embiid would be our scorer down low, Ben Simmons would be our Swiss Army knife, and Markelle Fultz would be our primary, not ball handler, but our primary guard that can go get us buckets and kind of facilitate, because his strength coming out of college was his athleticism, his ability to pass, and his ability to shoot and score. He was a 3-level scorer.
They tried to take a point guard and make him a shooting guard. Jake, that's what they try to do.
No, Jerron, they literally are following the formula right now. Like every point guard, like literally, Luka, Steph.
Look how Orlando uses Markelle Fultz.
Jerron, this is before he was. Jerron, we're talking about at the time he was drafted. We're not talking about now. We're talking about at the time.
That's my point. The way Orlando uses Fultz now is the way he needed to be used to be successful. But he couldn't do that because
Jerron, he didn't play.
Simmons was the point guard. Markelle Fultz.
Jerron, he didn't play a single game. He didn't play a single game. You got to realize that. I can see if Markelle Fultz ran a full season and then showed us the things that you're saying, but he didn't run an entire season with that team.
But when he ran, guess when he was most effective? When Ben Simmons was on the bench.
He was playing. Can we count? No, seriously. Can we count? We can probably count on our hands and toes how many games he played, and you think that's a big enough sample size? Like that's what I'm saying. I
can see when Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz are on the court together, and they had Markelle Fultz at the 2, he was virtually ineffective.
Okay, but
Jerron, we did not see enough games of the kid, and he was injured.
Gentlemen, let me interject. Jerron, I see your point in the fact that Markelle Fultz was ineffective as a wing, because here's the situation. Because we gotta take everything into context. Jake, I see you saying that the sample size wasn't large enough, and I see Jerron saying that he saw enough. The issue was we're forgetting the biggest thing about Markelle Fultz. We're actually walking around Markelle Fultz's issue. His shooting mechanics made it so that he was an ineffective shooter. And when you have 2 perimeter players who can't shoot the ball, it is not going to work.
Right? No, I agree. I agree with that.
Now I'm going to help you, Jake.
No. But let me interject right quick. The reason why his shooting mechanics, guys, there are videos of him shooting at Washington, and he shot completely different.
Yeah, it was a freak accident.
Yes.
I don't know what happened. He got the yips. Whatever. It's revisionist history to just say, oh, well, they should have known not to draft him, because for all we know, if he doesn't have this freak shit happen to him, he has a regular NBA season his rookie year and looks way better 2 years later.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We can't change the past.
Yeah, exactly.
So in the series of events that transpired, yeah, Jerron, obviously it makes sense to say Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz wouldn't work together. But if Markelle Fultz but if Markelle Fultz
would have traded for Jimmy Butler because we needed a wing.
Jerron, you keep thinking
shoot, then a myriad of your problems are solved, because then you have a ball handler that can shoot, and then you have Ben Simmons being able to play off the ball, be able to play in the paint or cut effectively. It opens up the floor. There was a vision there. You have to understand that, because now you have 2 ball handlers as well. You have somebody that will be able to find a Markelle Fultz if he's able to shoot open. You have Markelle Fultz being able to play off the ball. You have a whole litany of things that can happen.
Yes,
if Markelle Fultz doesn't unfortunately have his shoulder.
Okay, Derek. So that's cool, but in a league full of wings, who is guarding these wings?
Ben Simmons can guard these wings. That's what we're trying to tell you.
So you take Ben Simmons and you put him on a wing. Mm-hmm. Now who's guarding point?
Markelle Fultz.
Markelle Fultz is
guarding 2.
Who was y'all 2 at the time?
Small forward.
Who's y'all 2 at the time? Because you would just
tell me. That's the point.
Well, Jerron, but what we're trying to tell you is
we got talent now. We didn't have a lot of talent on the team.
Yeah, so it was like 3 seasons ago. Yeah.
What I'm saying is that when you don't have a lot of talent on the team and you take one position and you replace them with another position, you have to replace the position because you don't have a lot of talent to fill that position.
Jerron, do you understand how large your team would have been? It wouldn't have made any sense defensively and rotation wise. You would have drafted Jason Tatum. That you would have went 6'9", 6'10", 7 foot. That's literally, and Ben Simmons wouldn't have really been out because he still wouldn't have been able to shoot. So on offense, he would have been standing at the top of the key. There would still been a liability.
I'm not saying Jason Tatum would be Jason Tatum now, but he still would have just been better in that position.
It just seems like this is hindsight because I see
Tatum that he went to Boston.
I just see the vision that the 76ers were trying to do.
I did it, and it didn't work. So by technicality, I was right. It don't matter how I got to that conclusion, I was right. I'm like, oh, we got to Market Fultz. That's probably not going to work. And by technicality, I'll give you that. It didn't work, but either way, I was right.
I think it could. I think if that kid was healthy, y'all team would be super duper dangerous. Cause that kid, if y'all, it's sad. I don't want to like reminisce on it, but like if he was anything like he was at Washington, man.
I mean, he's getting it back.
Yeah, he's getting it back. Yeah, it's good for him.
Unfortunate, he got robbed basically two and a half seasons in his career, and the Philadelphia 76ers got robbed. Essentially a first round.
It doesn't. It's not a. We're exactly. Not. Yeah, I'm not trying to be right in this situation. It sucks because I thought that was a good move because I seen the kid play in college and I was like, man, you run a pick and roll with him and Joel Embiid. Good luck. And I was like, once Ben starts getting comfortable shooting, I was like, Jesus Christ, they were going to stomp teams.
With Fultz drafting him is not only drafting him. It was trading up to draft him. It's bad enough I didn't want to draft him in the first place. But then y'all traded up and gave away a first-round pick to draft him. And then it didn't work.
Yeah, look back. Markelle Fultz was literally, he had the label of can't miss slapped on him. And besides his free throw shooting, which was questionable, but could be explained and,
but you have to ignore. There's some risks you can take because go all the way back. Boston didn't need a point guard. So you just take that bluff like, hey, Boston, you're either going to draft a point guard and replace Isaiah Thomas, or you're going to draft Jason Tatum. And then whatever we get at 3, we get.
I think the situation with the 76ers is overall, this franchise has been too easy.
Yes, Sam Hinkie.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the reason why you have to keep Sam Hinkie in to let his vision grow. Because Sam Hinkie would have said, I'm just going to wait for 3 and I'll take the best player.
Yeah, Sam Hinkie. Yeah, see, I agree with this. Sam Hinkie's whole thing was not give up. Like,
I got to go get Markelle Fultz so we can win now. That's like I said, that's why it all falls on the owners because you waited patiently to tank all this time to get the pieces, and then instead of being patient a little bit more, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna blow it all up and find a new GM. We're going a whole new direction, and that's the problem with the 76ers. They started a process and didn't let it finish.
Stern actually died. I forgot. Holy shit!
Who?
David Stern.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it this year? No, it was late last year.
It was January 1st, 2020. The beginning of the shit.
Oh wow, that should have told us everything we needed to know about this year. Jesus Christ. No, but John, I feel you, bro. Like I understand. Like I was just saying, like the kid was at that point a no miss prospect. But your reasons of why that wouldn't have worked does make sense. It does make sense.
I will respect Jerron's opinion as a fan because sometimes you can just see something bad happening before it happens. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes you just know your team. Like Jake, if I was honest with, if I was you, and I saw some J.R. Smith in the rumor mill coming to the Lakers, I'd be like, keep it.
Oh, I did say keep it. Did I not say keep it? Like, I said keep that Hennessy and them 3-pointers in retirement. Like seriously, for real. No,
I would have had some freaking what's that man's name? Mario Chalmers over some not Lou Williams, over some J.R. Smith. Yo, you want to know something crazy? This is gonna sound fucked up. Well, when Rondo got injured, I was on Bleacher Report's Instagram page, and Mario Chalmers freaking commented, "Looks like the Lakers are gonna need a new point guard. I've been waiting for my chance. I'm ready." And I'm like, dang, it's that bad out here. And they never signed him. But yeah, that was just my little funny story. I think it's crazy. Guys are actually going on Instagram.
They desperate for jobs, bro. I feel it. They want that NBA check, dog. I feel it. So, Jerron, this is one last thing. Because the 76ers were going to be probably the most fascinating. That was a good conversation. But they were going to be the most fascinating team we were going to talk about, right? Because they clearly have to do something, right? So, Jerron, this is the thing I want to know. There is a way for them to get off of a contract and free up cap space. You're just not going to like the guy I say they need to trade.
Go ahead.
They need to trade Ben Simmons.
And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you last year. What do you get for Ben Simmons? That's of any.
I think, and see, this is the sucky part. See, if he wasn't hurt, I feel like you could go to somebody like Golden State. And you could ask Golden State, we'll give you Ben Simmons. We'll give you
Josh Richardson.
We'll give you
one unprotected first rounder in 2023.
Yeah, some late. And all we want is the first pick.
Oh, I mean, he'd have to go to Minnesota, but yeah, they would get the second pick if they wanted the first. If they wanted to trade with Golden State.
Yes, but that's an asset, and the money is now off the books. So then
I take contract back because Golden State doesn't have that much money either.
Right. So you
Oh, they don't.
Yes. No. Don't get Draymond Green. Ask for Andre Rolle, one of the young guys off the bench.
No, they have to take a contract.
No, they have to take a significant contract back.
They have to take Andrew Wiggins.
Remember, they got Andrew Wiggins. He has a big contract. They didn't free any cap space.
God damn. Okay, we gotta have it.
But there's a way to do this because they were talking about it on Twitter, and there was a lot of good conversations. Like there would be a 3-way trade between Minnesota, Golden State, and Philly, and I think Philly got back. Philly got the first round pick. It was like a 4-team trade where Philly got Bradley Beal. Yeah, it was something crazy, and it just basically made all 4 teams better. Because I think if you put Ben Simmons, I think Ben Simmons is a better version of Draymond Green. I think Draymond is used.
That is crazy to say 3 years ago.
That was nuts, right? That was nuts to say. But right now, I think they would be hella inclined to slide Ben at that 4 position and then take Steph Curry and Klay Thompson off the ball, which is very scary. So then they're just cutting and moving, and now you're just moving all this action, and you got an excellent elite passer, maybe a better passer than Draymond, and a guy that probably finishes at the rim better than Draymond, and right now is a better rebounder than Draymond, is a better defender than player, just a overall better player than Draymond, and they'll give up that first pick, and you go put Ben Simmons in that offense with the spacing now where he can just get downhill. I don't know, man. That sounds great. And I think Philly and if Philly got the first pick, say they got the first pick or the second pick, you just better hope Anthony Edwards falls. Because if Anthony Edwards falls to you, that is the wing that you want, Jerron. The scoring big wing.
To do a Ben Simmons trade, it has to be guaranteed. There's no hope.
Yeah. Because so they got to get off one of them contracts.
Ben Simmons, and we don't get Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball, then the fans aren't coming.
But John, money right now. That's cool, but they have to do. They can't roll that team back. You go get Kenny Atkinson
with a different coach.
unless Ben comes back a changed man and wants to actually score the ball, that's y'all problem is scoring. It's not defense. Y'all just got hurt at the wrong time. Fully healthy, the 76ers are still a great defensive team.
7 in the NBA for sure. They have dogs. They have dogs on the perimeter.
Yeah, bro. Like they can.
You gotta stop acting like Josh Richardson, Matisse Thybulle, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons isn't a scary defensive front.
Yeah, that's a very good defensive front.
Stop. Even Al Horford is a serviceable defender.
Yeah, so
yeah, they're scary defensive with no offense.
That's the problem, Derek. They need to trade some of that defense for firepower, the ability to go put that ball in the basket. And it seems like all the best teams right now have a good mixture of that. The ability to, okay, our defense doesn't have it tonight. We need to go get up to 120. Oh, we're locking people down. We're holding under 100. That's cool. Like, you need to be a balance of that. And right now, the Sixers are one of the closest teams to completing that. They just need like one piece. So I'm with Jerron. It sucks that Jimmy got there and didn't like their culture, because he would be the answer.
Yes, Jimmy Butler was the answer, which is why I said in the offseason, the main focus for Philly should be signing Jimmy Butler. Keep him in Philly, but they couldn't. Either they couldn't or they didn't try hard enough. One of the two.
Or Jerron, he just didn't want to be there anymore.
No, I was saying. Either they couldn't or they didn't try hard enough.
Yeah.
Either way, once Jimmy Butler left, it was kind of pick up some pieces, basically. And they just decided to spend all their money on Al Horford and Tobias, which Tobias I'm not mad at, because I understand why you wanted to keep Tobias, because you had traded for him, you gave out Landry Schmidt in a first-round pick. You got Tobias Harris. You didn't want to lose him and Jimmy Butler. So I'm not mad at signing Tobias Harris back. And I'm not terribly mad at signing Al Horford. I'm just kind of mad that you paid that much money for Al Horford. But, I mean, it is what it is. You wanted him, so you had to pay for him. I can't blame him for that, I guess. So.
I just hate how the 76ers have used Al Horford. I feel like he could be better utilized. I don't think
Derek, he needs to run their second unit, and they need a point guard.
I think legitimately Al Horford has always been a center. Yeah, he's a second unit center. You guys are right.
Like, at his age right now, even though it doesn't match the contract, just him coming off the bench, if they could have like maybe Matisse Thybulle or Zaire Smith run that second unit, that's decent enough. That they won't sacrifice as much offense, because I think he could still go get you 12, 14 points off the bench, you know? Mm-hmm. I think he could be one of the better bench players off the bench. But they got to have defined roles. But honestly, it really comes down to coaching. Look, and see what they can do with the roster.
They have to go, get another coach, run it back. And then if that doesn't work,
blow it up.
Then you decide you want to trade Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. But you gotta run it with a different coach first. Just because you're in a position, you might as well try it. And then go and blow up the team if you have to.
Yeah. So you give it one more year, Jerron? Is that what you're saying? If they change the coach.
As long as Brett Brown's not the coach.
But if he is.
If Brett Brown is staying the coach, they'll have to blow the team up because we're not winning.
Okay. Fascinating, man.
I think Brett Brown goes back to the Spurs. I think Brett Brown, what he needs to do is go in the hyperbolic time chamber. Brett Popovich's assistant for the next 3 years. And once Greg Popovich retires, he'll be ready. It'll be like some Josh McDaniels shit.
Maybe.
Maybe. What? Wow. Just one injury just caused this whole thing, because they were like one of the dangerous teams in the bubble. That's crazy, man.
Honestly, I don't think so.
Listen, there was a lot of hype with like Shake Milton having him be the point guard. You know what I mean? Like it seemed like it could work. Shake Milton's a good shooter.
See, y'all don't watch the 76ers. Y'all don't pay attention to them like I do. Even with Ben Simmons, I was like, there's no guarantee we're winning against the Celtics. The only thing Ben Simmons would have did was instead of making it a sweep, it would have made it a 6-game series.
That's really good. Because literally, I think he's good. Ben Simmons by himself is good enough to make it a 6-game series, just as a player. But his impact on the team and taking some pressure off Joel, we can't understate that.
You can say that, but honestly, the 76ers for the past 2 years have been haunted by the Celtics.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
You can't deny that. Like, Brad Stevens just has Brett Brown's number at that point. Like, yes, Ben Simmons would have helped, but I still think Brad Stevens would have coached his way out of it, because at that point, it's just, to me, it's just who coaches better. And it's because Brad Stevens knows how to make adjustments in the middle of the game, and Brett Brown doesn't. That's why the Sixers and the Celtics always have close games. It's just that the Celtics always win because Brad Stevens has the talent.
Yeah.
But Brad Stevens had the talent to be like, hey, let me make this adjustment at the right time. And it catches them off guard just enough when they have a 5-6 point lead, and then they win the game.
Yeah, it's just like today. It was just like today. John, everything you just explained was today, because Brett Brown, Brad Stevens will tell his team, hey, look, if they get a breakaway, do not grab them. Let them lay it up. We'll be down 3. We'll still have 2 or 3 possessions to do what we need to do, right? That brain fart by Josh Richardson was just, wow. I couldn't believe that. But, yeah.
I think they need to nerf the clear path foul. It should be 1 free throw in possession. Like, it can't be 2. It can't be
or treat it like 3 free throws.
Something. Because, literally, I understand the NBA wants more breakaway windmill dunks and stuff, and that's the only reason why the clear path foul exists. They said there was some bullshit about injuries. They just want more dunks. They want more transition scoring, because scoring equals money, I guess. But,
right.
For the actual strategy and the state of the game, literally just not being able to do anything sucks when somebody gets out in the open court. So I don't know.
So just quick thought, because we're watching this Mavericks game. So I think the Mavericks done if Luka ain't able to come back.
Yeah, they're shot. Yeah, he got hurt.
Yeah,
they're shot. This is going to be a gentleman's sweep.
Got hurt and walked off the floor with a triple double. But
yeah, it's like both of these LA series, both the key men of the supposed underdogs, both of them are hurt right now. So Dame's hurt and Luka's hurt. So sucks, man. This is a war of attrition.
You were worried about with the bubble, Jake.
Huh?
This is one of the things you were worried about with the bubble.
Yes. You're taking athletes and you're basically, man, dude. If y'all really think about it, a lot LeBron's playing his 18th year right now. He ain't year 17. He only year 18 because he took 4 months off, which is a off season. That's with all these guys, and these soft tissue injuries and rolled ankles, man, they're gonna persist way more. Yeah, sucks. So we'll see if Luka can bounce back. We'll see if Dame can bounce back. I'm pretty sure them dudes are warriors. They ain't scared. So we'll see what's up. What other teams did y'all want to talk about?
Oh, the Nuggets.
Oh yeah, let's talk about. Okay, so we had one of the better games in the playoffs. the first game, right? Great game. We thought, okay, we're going to get a really good series because Donovan Mitchell playing well, Jamal Murray playing well. Hey, bro, Jerron, remember when I used to hate Jamal Murray?
Yeah.
I don't hate him.
He's corny.
No, he is corny. No, he's corny. He's corny. Okay, cool. But Derek, he has finally reached his... I don't know what you call it. Like, he's finally reached his potential. He is a legit all-star NBA point guard now. Like, he's that guy. He's their second guy. The problem to me with Denver is they showed it the last two games that they got waxed. They don't ratchet it up on defense. They're not particularly a great defensive team. And Jokic is not the guy to go win you a championship. They have a lot of talent, sure, but it's a lot of young talent that's never been in this position. They've never been, like, I think Denver's been the underdog in every single playoff series up until now. They're the favorite, and they are playing like absolute trash. They quit. So I think with them it's not coaching, it's not talent, it's just not their time right now. And Jokic has to get some more dog in him. And Jokic got to take over games. And Jokic got to exploit his matchup, aka like Anthony Davis. Like these guys got to learn, man. Like you got to be the guy. So I think it's Denver is just 1 year too early. They will be very, very dangerous next year, fully healthy. Very, very dangerous. It's just not their time.
Very interesting training camp for them to see who's gonna be the starters.
Yes, because they have such a deep team, and like if you Mike Malone, bro, like you gotta basically tell everybody every spot's up for grabs. Like even the starters, you Jokic, you Jamal, you like Gary Harris is not even playing, bro. If I'm not mistaken.
They need to be playing.
Like they have so much talent, so it's a 1 year too early, and Utah is just a more experienced team.
Yeah,
and Donovan Mitchell, and they finally done the thing that people have been asking Quinn Snyder to do, which is put the ball in it. He's a point guard. He's Damian Lillard light. That's what I call him. He's Dame light. He can't shoot as far as Dame. But he's Dame light. He like
baby D Wade.
But D Wade's not a point.
Yeah, that's why I actually think I'm of the opinion that he would be better as a 2. But maybe
no. But Derek, he's ran the 2 for 2 years and he's like hasn't gotten better. And now that they put the ball in his hands, look at his numbers. Look at his numbers. His shooting's up. His drives to the basket are up. His assists are up. His numbers are up. Some guys we'll
see.
I think
my brother agrees.
Donovan Mitchell is in the same boat as James Harden. Like he needs that 1 year where he plays point just to realize how to open up his game and then
get back to. Well, no, James Harden's a point. Okay, so I use loose terms with point guard. He's playing the point guard position. Naturally, he's not a point guard. Does that make sense?
I mean,
I'm speaking your language. I just think I think volume scorers should not be the primary decision makers 100% of the time. So I think like when you have a Kobe, rest his soul, you need a Derek Fisher to kind of take the ball away from him, if that makes any sense. To kind of, all right, come on, let's throw her in the post one time, type of guy.
Okay,
you know what I
mean? But Kobe wasn't the main facilitator. It was more like a play by committee.
That's what I'm saying.
No. You're talking. No, Derek. What I'm saying is, I watched the Lakers. Derek Fisher wasn't our primary playmaker.
I'm not saying he was. What I'm saying is,
you mean like you need to have a whole team full of playmakers?
Okay, Derek. Jimmy. When you have an Allen Iverson, you need that Eric Snow.
That's not a good example either.
You said Eric Snow?
You said Eric Snow, bro. Like, yeah, Jerron. I like Eric Snow. Eric Snow was a hell of a point guard. But, nah, y'all talking about somebody on Donovan Mitchell's level, but he is another playmaker. There's not like teams that have that. Is there a team in the NBA that has that? Because I don't think CJ can pass or make decisions like Dame.
Well, because Damian Lillard's a natural point guard. What I'm saying is, when you have a shoot-first player, it helps to have another guy in the starting lineup that actually is a point guard that isn't a shoot-first guy. That is a relatively sound playmaker. Like when you have not Ray Allen, because Ray Allen's more off the ball, like a Paul Pierce, it's cool to have a Rondo. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. When you have, I don't know, like I guess maybe
because a lot of these teams, you could say they had a facilitator, sure, cool, but like not in the realm of today's NBA. You know what I'm saying? Those were traditional point guards. It's a different. That's what I'm saying. It's a different game. So like literally, you need to put. It's like Bradley Beal. When they moved him to the point guard, what happened? He got extremely better. The Washington Wizards got better as a team, even though they're still trash. But they got better as a team. So it seems like in today's NBA, not only does your main scorer need to have the ball, he needs to be able to make plays. So
I think I can agree with that. I just think that maybe your shooting guard needs a year at the point guard to study, but like Jerron said, I just think it's cool to have somebody that can take over the reins.
Yeah, but you mean like a Robin, basically.
Not even not because like a Robin would imply that guy is gonna be like the second scorer. I mean a guy that's actually a point guard that will run the offense.
Okay, so let's look at it like this: they got Mike Conley, and Mike Conley was trash. Mike Conley leaves the bubble. They put the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hand. Donovan Mitchell goes off. And then in this third game, Quinn Snyder smartly doesn't take the ball out of his hand and put Mike Conley in the 2 position and just tells Mike Conley for the first time in his career in the NBA, just score. But like you're saying, like this is to both of y'all point. But like y'all saying, he is a point guard though. But he can score, but they're using him like a 2 guard, like the secondary option. So when Donovan was going off and he would pass it to Mike Conley when they would double him or hedge to his side, you had another guy that could run the offense and hit shots. That's what y'all saying.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they thumped the shit. Okay, that's making more sense now. Because I was wondering why they beat them by 35. They're not 35 points better than them. So I'm pretty sure that's probably thrown off Mike Malone's whole game plan. Because he was probably predicting to have just...
I'm pretty sure Denver wasn't hitting shots too. Like
yeah, they could hit. They could hit. Yeah.
Like,
hey, Jordan, how many points they scored?
Defense was just stellar today, or Denver just wasn't hitting shots. Because Denver has a tendency to have games where they just don't hit shots. Like I've seen it happen before.
Yeah, they shoot themselves out of games. They are 3 lovers. They love threes. They have a lot of guys that can shoot threes. But yeah, I think Donovan needs to be the point guard from now on. I think he needs to learn how to be the point guard, or at least play that one position, or at least be the main playmaker. So, do we think Denver comes back, or do you think this is a wrap?
I mean, Game 3 will tell me because this is a type of series where I'm so shocked.
Oh, you mean Game 4?
Yeah, Game 4.
Yeah.
Because I'm so
Denver
shocked.
Come out and win, then I guess the series not over. But
if they come out and lose,
it's a wrap.
Okay. Anybody else? What other series?
Plus, the dynamic of the bubble, making it so there are really no home and away games. It actually takes a lot. Like the team that suffers the most, or the teams that suffer the most, are teams like Golden State, and especially teams like Denver, where historically when you have to go up and play in Denver, there's a whole altitude shit. That's actually like it's hidden OP. It's hidden OP because of the player's ability to actually deal with the air up there. So it's actually it hasn't really led to many championships in Denver, but in regular season games, players will comment in the NFL and in the NBA, it's different playing up here. So the fact that you just have these guys just playing and the best they can get is our fans are a little louder, and that's like like that's because like that's how they're setting it up. Crazy.
Yeah. So this is the thing with me in the bubble, because that's a very good point. I feel like a whole bunch of games would have flipped, right? I think Dallas is probably up 2-1 in this series right now. I think the Lakers are up 2-0 because we find a way. Because remember, we were up that first game. 5 minutes left to go in that fourth quarter. We find a way to win that game at home. First playoff game in Staples in 7 years. We find a way. The crowd would have been crazy. We found a way. We find a way to hit shots and win that game just based off home crowd shit, right? I think that a lot of these, like y'all said, a lot of these series would be a lot different. Like the Bucks. Do you think the Bucks lose to Orlando like that? Like,
scrappy. They did this to the Raptors last year, so maybe they win one game, but they're still getting waxed. I think the Bucks, they might not win. They might not lose a game, but they could. Like that. The Magic are just a weird little scrappy.
Yeah, they're the only team playing at home. They're the only team playing at home. If you really think about it, they the only team. Well, they not really in their home arena, and there's really no fans. But they playing at home. They had to go nowhere. They had to change nothing. They just had to come to drive 20 minutes. So, like, I think that's why was at their advantage. I think they're used to playing just there. No, it's a weird thing to say, but I just think they're way to play there. So, like, a lot of these series would probably be flipped or be a lot more lopsided and one-sided if it wasn't for, the bubble.
Yeah, definitely. I think the 76ers would win Game 3 if it was in Philadelphia. Like, no way that game goes and they're that close and they don't win that game.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like, too, the fact that it's the bubble, it allows guys to, like, actually kind of mentally quit way easier. I feel like a lot of guys are just like, okay, well, this isn't, it's the bubble, so I'm not really losing in front of all of these people, so I'll just mentally tap a little bit quicker, maybe for some of these guys. Like, I don't know if that's what happened with Denver, but, yeah.
Yeah, them fans can be harsh, bro. And when a team is at home and they start getting the rolling and they hit 2 threes back to back, yeah, bro, I can understand how it feels like. Yeah, I think we just gonna call it a night, man. And that bubble is just different. It's like you look at the scoreboard and it's like, oh, we're just down 12. Okay, let's go on a run. It's different. It's really different. It's going to make. I want to see what the effect of the bubble is going to be next year. Like, do guys have this thing where they lock into like bubble mode? You know what I'm saying? Like, do dudes like
bubble mode activated?
Yeah, like bubble mode. Like they
bubble mode. TJ Warren is a different breed.
Yeah, exactly. Do you like? Come on, like seriously, TJ Warren ain't going that nuclear as somebody's like opposing gym. Like, he's just not doing that. So, like, what that's what made the Dame stuff so like incredibly impressive to me was you could literally see Dame doing that at the end of the regular season to get them in the playoffs at like other opposing gyms. That's what was so impressive to me, because like I could see like Devin Booker grew up. Do I think Devin Booker goes on that 8-0 run with the Suns? Nah, but it was fun to watch. The bubble is like blown up all conventions of NBA stereotypes and wisdom that has been acquired over 50 years, and that's dope to see. But it's also very frustrating if your team's on the other end of it. So we got to see. This has been interesting. I didn't think the NBA could pull this shit off. Honestly, I'm still surprised we are still going. But the scary part is after the first round is when the families come to the bubble. So, yeah, they're gonna open it up and have families. So I don't really know.
You think they're gonna sneak some extended family members in?
Of course.
So this is my great step aunt's sister, cousin's niece, third removed that I met at Magic City. that just has to
Exactly.
visit me.
Yeah.
There's definitely gonna be some Instagram girls up in that bubble.
Exactly. Hey, bro, all you got to do is follow all the great Instagram girls. Look at the geotag and then look at the background. If you see a gigantic golf ball, you know where they at. You know exactly. You see the Mickey Mouse ears, you know exactly. You know where they at.
This is clout season for Instagram models, bro. If you're not in the bubble and you're an Instagram model, you gotta up your game. You ain't doing it right.
Exactly. Like, bro, literally, the next measuring stick is gonna be, well, bitch, I got in the bubble. Did you? Like, see, like when look, bro, if you see the happiest place on earth caption from an Instagram model, you already know where they at. As simple as that. I just want to know what two dudes are going to invite the same girl, show up to meet her, and they both show up at the same time.
Nah, see, she probably going to go to both their hotel rooms at different times. This is the thing.
No, Derek. The thing is, you can't go to the hotel rooms. You can't break that bubble. So they have like designated zones of like social distancing and stuff like that. Yeah, quote unquote.
If I'm a player, I'm going straight to Chris Paul and be like, "Yo, Chris, Adam Silver's trying to kill us, bro. What the hell is that? Like, how am I gonna put up 60?
If I don't bust a nut, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be some dudes that feeling some type of way right now. I get it. I feel it. I 100% understand. Yeah, but that's a price you got to pay for that chip. And I just don't think that, opening this up is going to be the best idea. Because, there's going to be some dudes who thought that was the one. But she's not. She with your teammate, too. So, we'll see. We will see the ramifications of this. This is going to be very interesting. So, any more teams, guys? Any other thing?
Nah.
Nah.
The rest of the NBA is dry. I mean, the Raptors...
Yeah, the Raptors
stopping the Nets.
The Raptors might be a better team than they were last year. I know it sounds crazy, but it makes you really think why did Kawhi leave?
Bro, I guess Toronto just isn't it.
Toronto.
Man, bruh.
Yo, Drake's from Toronto and he's not in Toronto. What does that tell you? That man's in Calabasas right now. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you might not be lying.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. What Toronto waxing the Nets. That Miami-Indiana series is probably the most unwatchable basketball I've seen in the bubble. It's just so boring. Don't care. Miami's gonna win that series. What else has been a good series?
I was gonna say this one, and then Luka got injured. So
yeah, rolled his ankle real bad. No,
they gotta nerf rolled ankles, bro. Some company's gonna have to come up with like some crazy type of wrap or something like that. That like cushions but also secures, so niggas ain't rolling their ankles like this. This is like the most common thing in basketball.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be interesting.
Not a true statement, but like, has Paul George hit a shot this game? Like,
no, he's been awful. He's been worse than he was yesterday. No, he's been bad. He's gonna get bailed out by a win, bro. People are calling this dude Pocket Penis P on Twitter. Do you know, bro? But you see what I'm saying, Derek? This is what I was saying before the podcast, bro. Look, we can make fun. We can slander PG. We can do that. That's cool. All right. But we can't hoe him like that. Like, he got to get the burners activated. Like, he got to call KD and he got to be like, bro, what username did you use, bro? Like,
that's a good.
Yeah, bro. Like, did you use a tweet bot?
They say this.
Like, bro, how did you get caught? Like, I'm not trying to do that. Like, he gotta let the chopper go on. He can't do it on Instagram no more because that just looks really corny. He gotta do it like he has to defend himself. You can't be having people call you Pocket Penis P, bro.
Why they calling him that?
Cause he's getting fucked.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call me playoff P.
Jesus Christ. How you do that and then you let an Australian slow dude just dot the I right in your face repeatedly? How that
Luca is a different breed, my guy.
No, I was talking about Joe Ingles. You mean last year, bruh? Man, called himself Playoff P and Joe Ingles gave him 37. Bro, what? Nah,
Joe Ingles giving anybody anything is just hilarious to think about.
Yes, very.
Hey,
no, bro. No, Jerron, think about that. His name is Joe Ingles, bro. Joe Ingles, no,
hey,
bro.
Don't sleep on Jumping Joe, bro.
Joe Ingles look like he work at a Home Depot, bro. He should be not giving you no 37.
Your eye, though.
No, he do. But he shouldn't be giving Paul George 37, bro.
Hey. Like
Yo, no. And then when he give you 37, he talking shit. And you can't say nothing.
Can you blame him?
And you can't say nothing because you couldn't hit water if you in a boat. That's nuts to me. Don't tell me about Playoff P. And Playoff P sounds like a goddamn Disney Channel character. I hate him, man.
No, Playoff P is definitely an R&B singer, but okay.
Oh my god. It's an awful rap name. I just hate him. Playoff P. And then he tried to freak it with Pandemic P. I was like, really?
Pandemic P.
Like, what's up with you putting this alliteration together, bro? Like, stop. Just like ball. But that's a problem for the Clippers if they can't get him to score. Because I think Luka's going to play the next game. He looks like he okay. He on the bench. Hopefully that thing don't swell up on him. It is, but hopefully it's not that bad. Other than that, guys, we got anything else? Anything else?
Talked about sports. We talked about music.
There's really nothing gaming right now. I think next week we're going to have a lot to say. I think next podcast.
We definitely got that Battletoads out.
John, I'm serious about that. I'm serious not talking about that. We're not doing that.
Oh, have you guys played Fall? I mean, I know I have.
Fall Guys?
Yeah.
Plan on playing it tomorrow.
I won 2 games.
I plan on playing it tomorrow for the first time, so I have some time.
I already won myself 2 of them crowns. What's up?
Okay, we gonna run it back tomorrow, Jerron. We gonna run it tomorrow after we play Dungeons and Dragons.
You gonna play D&D without me?
No, y'all can come in the chat. We gonna PJ gonna set it up for us. We gonna get our 3rd or 4th match cracking on that. So we ain't got nothing else to say tonight, gentlemen. Plug yourself. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Crash Captions on Twitter. Yeah. And Mr. Mammalian on Insta. If you look like Meg the Stallion, Cardi B, Jessica Biel, Jessica Alba, Halle Berry, or a woman in general, just DM me.
All right. You can follow me on Twitter at ghost_Vitosa. And you follow me up there on Twitch and YouTube as well.
Okay, guys. Y'all can find me on Twitter, JTRNVP. Subscribe to the channel, RNVP. Like, subscribe, comment, share. We're gonna be growing it out. I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. Y'all have a great night, gentlemen. You have a great night. We're running back. No. We gonna run this back next week. Nah, fam. No to playoff P. No.
Pandemic P, bro.
Nah. Playoff
He's an issue
P.
out there.
Okay, yeah, we're done. Bye, y'all.